I'm going to um, try to be you and explain maybe to other bartenders and audience what uh, Flair bartending is, and then we see how it goes, if it fits you, if it doesn't fit you, and so on. Yeah, so when a Flair bartender should go from being unconfident to confident in his movement, that comes first through dedication
Yeah.
and throwing himself into it and getting his hands dirty and getting maybe a bit of bumps on the hands. But then he becomes a little bit confident and he starts to explore on his own. He does this trial and error process. Uh, then he becomes confident again because he gets his own, by exploring, he gets his own moves. But on the other way, he always has to remain open and humble so that his creation can go over again, and he should accept the critics of others and the opinions of others so that he can remain in a state of openness that can really get him into overcoming what he has explored until then, and overcome his already explored areas, and maybe remain open for the new things to come in Flair, and to get his confidence even better than that.
Exactly.
So, but that act of Flair bartending provokes joy, but it should provoke joy to an audience, and that audience in the beginning is not interested, but when it sees something or it hears something, it becomes interesting. It's like somebody taking his eyes from the girl in front of him to the bartender back there because he heard something. And if he's seeing something new, then he might remain interested in that area. And that is only final and really defined if there is an interaction between the bartender and the audience. And that interaction can only be set in a setup stage that transforms a bar from a vending machine to a theater. And on that setup, you can provide a show that finishes with a drink performed effortlessly. And that creates the drink, the joy, and the unique bar experience that is actually the expression of art in bartending.
Boom. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I love that.
Dude, I think, well, in my opinion, because we sat here going through it, I think
Yeah.
we've hit the nail on the head. Um, as I said, I think it can be subjective to some people for sure. And it'll be very,
Yeah.
very interesting to hear people's thoughts and opinions.
The thing is, now what we have to do is go through all these 9 accelerators on the top. Yeah, because when you go to somebody and say an expression of art in bartending, they maybe don't get it right, But when you go, what is a show? What is the setup on stage? What is the drink like? Why should I be open? Why should I explore? If we go deep on these 9 things, like seeing and hearing, and how do we do that with the music and stuff? We go deep into seeing something new, and we go deep into interaction, the setup, the stage, the show, the drink. Then it becomes easier to go into the middle of it.
Yeah, I think, well, you can continue to branch out,
Yeah,
can't you, really?
yeah, yeah,
You talked about setup stage, like you said, is music, lights, whatever.
yeah.
But I think the general crux, as you've got in the middle,
Hmm.
expression of art in bartending
Hmm.
is essentially right, because when somebody becomes a master of their skill, when they're bartending and they're doing it with flair, I mean, I think a lot of people have said it's a sport, but I've always thought it is an art form of some description, because
But
you are.
we can go back here, because here you said that as an expression of art, it brings you in a state of meditation that creates you, that you move, and the creation of the moves brings you happiness.
Correct.
So yeah, we kind of described this earlier on in the unexpected part of it. Yeah, I'm very happy with the result here.
Me too.